What's up, everybody? It's Erskine the Prophet back to make another video. Today, this video is called I Have Something to Say to Christians and Evolutionists. I just want to also say this is probably going to be my last video for a while. I don't know. I just don't feel like my message is getting out there. Like people are really grasping it. I think I'm one of the most intelligent people to come on YouTube and express his views, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I really believe I'm on another level, but I just don't seem to catch on with people. It is what it is. I can't even, to be honest, I look at like a lot of my videos only have one person like all of these videos that I do. And that's kind of disappointing and a little disheartening. And honestly, it just makes me not want to really do it at the moment. I'm writing a book right now, and I think I'm going to focus all of my attention on my book for the time being. And then hopefully that'll be out in May, by May 4th, my birthday. Then after that, I might start making videos again. We'll see, unless something really, really just makes me want to do one. I'm probably just going to leave this alone for a little while. Yeah. And now what I might do, what I'm really thinking about is after I get done with my book, starting my own religion. And my religion is going to be the enlightened followers of Soul Invictus. I'm not even going to explain it because intelligent people will know what I mean right off the bat. And I'm going to just leave it at that. But anyway, into the video. And what made me decide to really make this video is that I had made a Facebook post where I said that I don't believe in God. I don't believe in the devil. I believe in mathematics. Everybody's religion should be mathematics. And the responses I got to that post were mind-blowing. And I mean mind-blowingly stupid. Totally idiotic. I couldn't even believe, man. It made me mad that I even wasted my time making the post. The responses were so bad. It wasn't a hard concept to understand if you just have the smallest bit of intelligence. But evidently this is, and I'm going to tell you, in fact, let me say this. The responses I got weren't from Muslims. They weren't from Jewish people. They weren't from Buddhists. They weren't from Hindus. They weren't from Wiccans. They weren't from Scientologists. Guess who they were from? Yeah, I'm sure you figured it out. By all pretty much Christians. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something about Christians. Christians have gotten to the point where they get on my last nerve. They are the dumbest people when it comes to religion of any of the religions. They're the least knowledgeable, the most illiterate. Most Christians don't even know what's in the Bible. I don't even believe in religion, and I'm having to teach these people what is in the Bible, and it really just, man, it set me on fire, to be honest. I'm like, I cannot believe I got to argue with these idiots time and time again. And that wasn't even the only post that happened to them. If I post anything that goes against these people's dogma, man, they go straight, they don't even act Christian, they don't even understand what it means to be Christian. They're so nasty and vile with their responses. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just done with y'all people. Please, if you're Christian and you don't like what I say, please go the other way. Because I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to be nice to y'all people no more. The gloves are off with y'all, for sure. Like I said, it ain't Muslims, it ain't Jews, it ain't Hindus, it ain't Buddhists, or none of those other people. It's Christians who always are the first ones to open their dumbass mouth with pure stupidity. They go to church for 2 hours and then they become the biggest heathens that there is. And everybody knows it. This is no secret. Everybody who knows these people know what I'm talking about. But with that said, I'm going to give y'all some help. I'm going to help y'all out. If y'all really want to learn what's in the Bible, and I'm primarily talking to y'all Christians who thinks God's name is Jesus. I'm talking to y'all primarily. Because there actually are some Christians who do know what's in the Bible. Not everybody's an idiot. But I'm going to help y'all out. If y'all really want to learn what's in the Bible, go talk to the Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah, I know they're a little weird and they can be a little irritating knocking on your doors and stuff, but they do have a very good understanding of what's in the Bible. They know what's in the Bible. They actually use God's name, Jehovah. That's from the Tetragrammaton, the YHWH, that they converted to the JHVH, which is where Jehovah comes from. They don't call God Jesus. So, they get points for that, just for that in my book. So if y'all really want to learn, go talk to those guys and maybe they can teach y'all something. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. The funny thing is, even though there are knowledgeable people who are knowledgeable of the Bible, whenever I put up one of my posts, They're never the ones who speak up. The knowledgeable people are cowards, evidently. They stay silent. They never say anything. They always let the fools and the idiots come out and express their point of view and represent the intelligent people right along with them. So in that respect, I don't really have any respect for any Christians at all, to be honest. Like I said, they all a bunch of loudmouth lame brains who don't even know what's in the Bible most of the time. But and that's enough. That's all I'm gonna say about those guys. Now I do want to move on to the evolutionists because I do believe in evolution, but the evolutionists aren't much better than the religious people, to be honest. Their views and theories are about as lame brain as anybody else's at this point. And I just kind of want to address, some of those views because I can't even get down with these people, to be honest, because, like, let me take the asteroid killing off all the dinosaurs. Okay, how did the asteroid kill off all the dinosaurs but not kill off anything else? That, to me, that doesn't even make any sense. So the asteroid wiped out the dinosaurs but left everything else living. Now, keep in mind, the dinosaur is a very general term for a very broad range of animals. All dinosaurs weren't the same. You had giant dinosaurs, you had small dinosaurs, you had dinosaurs who ate meat, you had dinosaurs who ate vegetables, you had dinosaurs who ate both. You know what I'm saying? You had dinosaurs who flew, dinosaurs who swam, dinosaurs who lived on land. You had a very broad range of dinosaurs. So to say an asteroid killed off all these animals just doesn't make sense to me. It makes no sense at all. And I'm gonna tell y'all, my personal theory of what killed the dinosaurs was a lack of oxygen in the atmosphere. Somehow maybe the oxygen decreased and the big animals couldn't survive anymore. But like I just said, though, there were small dinosaurs too. So how would it kill them off? And then the other thing is, it's not just the dinosaurs who disappeared. A lot of the very large mammals disappeared as well, like the saber-toothed tiger, the giant flying dinosaurs, the dire wolves. What's another one? The woolly mammoths. All of these animals are gone as well, and they didn't even live at the same time period. So honestly, there's so much bad information out there. You don't even know what's what or where to start or what to think at this point. So I'm gonna say this before we even get to what killed off the dinosaurs. Oh, let me tell you what I think may have really killed off the dinosaurs. The same thing that kills off every animal today. It probably was people or something close to people, maybe hominids, apes who could walk upright at this point. I don't know. But if you really go by today and how animals are wiped out, even animals that we have to protect, if it wasn't for us protecting tigers, there probably wouldn't be any tigers today. If we didn't protect wolves, there probably wouldn't be any wolves today. So any animal that can attack people seems to get wiped out unless we protect them. You know what I'm saying? So there's a good chance we wiped out the dinosaurs. Humans or something like humans may have wiped out the dinosaurs, or not even us. Understand, and this is why you have to believe in evolution if you have any intelligence. You cannot ignore evolution because intelligence, our human intelligence, is not the only thing that evolved over millions of years. The other thing that evolved is the animals that are prey, the ones that get preyed on, their defenses have evolved over these same millions of years, as well as the predators' attacks have evolved over these years. You have animals that have enough poison and venom to kill like 50 men at a time. That's how powerful these poisons and venoms have evolved to be, just like our intelligence did. And something else y'all should know, that a lot of the times we attribute intelligence to primates, monkeys, and apes, but they're not even the only intelligent animals. You have birds that are probably just as intelligent as these primates. Like ravens, crows, and other birds, pigeons. You have some very intelligent birds. Now, the thing that gives the primates the advantage is that they have not only a mouth, but they have hands, pretty much two sets of hands, to be honest, where they can grasp and grip things. So they physiologically have an advantage over these other animals. So I don't even know if it's that they're that much more intelligent. They just can do more with their bodies. So, it's all, like I said, you have to. There's no way that you cannot believe in evolution and can call yourself intelligent. If you think religion can explain any of this, then you're just not even in the ballpark. Now, I'm not going to say that there's not a God. which is why I don't call myself atheist or agnostic, because I don't know if there's a God or not. What I don't believe in is religion. Now, whether there's a God or not, I don't know. Whether there was a creator or not, I don't know. I will say this: if there was a creator, he created things with the ability to evolve. So that means no matter how you look at it, creation is either evolution or it's creation and evolution. But you can't ignore the evolution. If you have eyes, you have to be able to see it. But I do, I'm gonna say, I want to go back a little further than when the dinosaurs supposedly got wiped out. Like I said, my latest theory is that we wiped out the dinosaurs, or other animals wiped out the dinosaurs. Maybe the changing of habitats wiped them out. But also there seemed to be a mass evolution too, or like a rapid evolution of animals at some point. Whether it was the monkeys, whether it was the snakes, the lizards, the birds, everything just seemed to evolve rapidly at some point. And some of the dinosaurs may have just evolved. They try to say birds like ostriches and emus are dinosaurs because if you look at them, those birds stand upright on their legs and they don't fly. And there were dinosaurs that could walk on two legs as well, like the Tyrannosaurus, the Allosaurus, and others, I'm sure. So that's probably why they think the birds evolved the dinosaurs evolved. No, that's why they believe that dinosaurs evolved into those type of birds, probably because they both stand upright on legs. But to be honest, I'm not even sure of that. We just don't know. We don't have any answers. And that's why people who believe in evolution have to get smarter and start asking better questions and having better theories than what's out there right now. Because basically what happens in evolution is somebody puts out a stupid theory and everybody just jumps right on it and passes it around as gospel until the next stupid theory comes along and wipes that one out. And basically we just dealing with a bunch of dumb theories that nobody can even tie together to really explain anything. And that's the problem, I'm embarrassed to say, with evolution. We don't know anything. It's still just a whole bunch of theories of people trying to figure this out. You get a little small piece here, a little small piece there, you try to put it together and hope and try to make sense of something. But, we're totally in the dark. We have no idea, most of us anyway, where any of this life came from. So before we even go to the death of the dinosaurs, whenever that may have happened, I'm gonna go back way further than that, way further. Because some questions we really need to ask and have answered are, where did the trees come from? Because, people seem to forget as we wipe out all of these forests that the creatures living on land need oxygen to survive. We can't live without oxygen. Where do we get our oxygen from? The trees. So the first thing we need to ask ourselves is, where did those trees come from? Because if there weren't any trees, there wouldn't be any of us. We couldn't survive without the trees, which is why I'm also I'm a very green person. I really believe in protecting our forests and trees because we need them to survive. But and even before the trees, where did the life in the water come from? How did that come up? Look, they said sharks have been around for 400 million years. That's several hundred million years longer than the dinosaurs. So where did the sharks come from? Where did all of this other life in the sea come from? Did the life come from the ocean to land? I'm pretty sure that the sea creatures were here before the land animals were. Why are there giant mammals in the ocean? Like the biggest animal we know of, bigger than all of the dinosaurs, is the blue whale. The blue whale is a mammal that lives in the water. Where the heck did that come from? How did that evolve? How did that come about? And there are other huge sea creatures. When this so-called asteroid hit the earth and wiped out everything, not everything, wiped out the dinosaurs, how did it impact the creatures in the ocean? Did it wipe any of them out? Which was here first? Was the life in the ocean here first, or were the trees here first? When we send out all of these, different ships and we look at these different planets with cameras, if we're looking for life, the first thing we need to be looking for, if you ask me, is greenery. Are we seeing any trees on these other planets? Because if you see trees, that's a good indication there's going to be some other type of life forms. Without trees, it makes you wonder if Earth is an anomaly in the fact that life on this planet lives above the ground, whereas it could be a lot of life on other planets live below the ground. Something to think about. But, that's just something to think about. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all, I saw something on I watch a lot of animal shows, and I saw something called a snakehead fish. Now, this fish can live out of water for 3 days. It can go through the land for 3 days, just moving, just like a snake. If that's not evolution for you, I don't know what is. There's another thing called a sandfish. Now, this sandfish is actually a lizard, but the lizard looks exactly like a fish with legs. It's crazy. It looks just like a fish, but it's a lizard. And instead of swimming in water, it swims through the sand. It's under the sand the whole way. So if that's not a case for evolution, I don't know what is. Basically, things evolve rapidly. If you look at all of the snakes and lizards and how close a lot of them look, how they're related to the birds, like one question I really want to know is how are the lizards, the birds, and the dinosaurs related to each other? Because I'm hearing that a lot of dinosaurs were feathered and are related to the birds, but if that's the case, where did the lizards come from, and are the lizards related to these dinosaurs at all? The biggest lizard I can think of is the Komodo dragon, which lives in a way unlike, I don't know if dinosaurs, I could see dinosaurs behaving like the Komodo dragons because the Komodo dragons are very fierce animals. They are very, very deadly. Even the human. These are animals that'll probably kill humans with no hesitation, with no hesitation. And a lot of the other animals probably would hesitate, but not those guys. But if you look at like the Komodo dragons, iguanas, there's some big lizards too. Then you factor in, if you look at the whole reptile family and you start factoring in snakes and crocodiles, like I have seen little lizards that look like little crocodiles. So, that's what we really need to have answered. How does all of this fit in? If we go back to how humans came about, my theory right now is that there was certain monkeys who branched off into apes and certain monkeys who branched off into hominids, and humans later evolved possibly from the hominids, or maybe not. I don't even know. It's like we don't have any definitive answers. But I can tell y'all this, they have found tools that people were using going back 3 million years. So we know at least something was alive, intelligent enough to use tools 3 million years ago. And if that's the case, it probably goes back even further than that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, the information changes so much that every time you think you know something, you get another little piece, and then it changes everything you thought you knew. And that's why, we who believe in evolution just have to do a better job, man, coming together and organizing this information into something that actually makes sense and gives us a little bit of a hint of, where we all come from. Like I said, even before humans, all of the other life on the planet. Because, I'm guessing humans were the latest. We were the last life probably to evolve, until something comes along, beyond us, which is a possibility, we're the last. So, and we've been around probably for millions of years, not maybe modern humans, like we know humans right now, but something human-like. Basically, the way I see it is, if you're an ape, if you're smarter than a chimp and you walk on 2 legs, I consider you a hominid or something human-like. So, we don't know how long intelligent life has been on the planet. And honestly, contrary to our popular beliefs, it may have been life more intelligent than us. Their intelligence may have just worked differently. Their intelligence may have been more towards mathematics and astronomy than ours is. But there's just a good chance that, we may not have been the smartest. We have the advantage of having computers, which boosts our intelligence quite a bit. But without the computers, how smart would we be compared to somebody like the Egyptians? And I think the Egyptians are the greatest civilization to have ever existed. That's where I got my idea from, the enlightened followers of Sol Invictus. And I know some of you may be thinking the Greeks were more enlightened, or the Romans. Nah, they weren't. Even up until the 16th, 17th century, the English were bleeding themselves to get rid of diseases. That's how low their level of knowledge was in terms of medicine or healing or physics, any of that stuff. Like the Germans and the Americans kind of came about in the 20th century, and the Russians, in terms of technology. But to be honest, if you really look at these powers, all of their technology, all of their brain power, all of their enlightenment went into warfare and conquering other people. That's where they really were their shining light was warfare and technology. But in terms of day-to-day living, healing, the body, how the body, they ain't know any of that stuff. They were way behind. The only thing they knew was the people that they conquered. They would, learn from them possibly or take their technology, but these people had nothing outside of warfare and conquering. They lived like savages, to be honest, compared to people like the Egyptians. And, I don't even know how I got to that point, but I just really I really have so much admiration for the Egyptians in terms of how they lived, what they brought to the planet. If you know anything about those pyramids and how those pyramids were built, not even just the fact that they're giant structures, they were covered with limestone, that if the sun would have hit them, they would have looked like a star from another planet. Not even just that, but the mathematics and astronomy involved in the building of those pyramids. If you know anything about that, it's almost like human beings, it's like it was impossible for human beings to even build these pyramids. That's how high their level of mathematics and astronomy was. If you know anything about that, now I don't even believe in aliens. I don't believe in aliens that we talk about anyway. There could be, there's a good chance there's alien life out there somewhere, but I don't believe that they visited us or any of the things we have came from alien technology, because where would it come from? How would they get it here? How did they get back home? Are they still here with us now? Those are the questions I ask, even involving aliens. So I don't even deal with the alien stuff at all. I don't even bother with it. The only thing I care about is figuring out where life came from on this planet and how life evolved on this planet, and ultimately where the human beings, how did the modern man develop and evolve into what he is now? Those are my most primary questions, and I would love to know about the technologies that the earlier peoples had, the things that we still can't understand to this day. To this day, we couldn't build a pyramid if we wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Not the one like the Great Pyramid of Giza anyway. Nothing like that, for sure. And I'm talking all of the, it being on the most solid landmass on the planet. The plane is built on mathematically. Like I said, there's just so much mathematics involved in it. I can't even, that would be a whole nother video talking about that. But anyway, y'all, I hope y'all, listen to what I had to say. It's from the heart, from the heart. I would love for y'all to like the video, even though y'all never do. I would love for y'all to subscribe, even though y'all probably won't. And I would love to get some comments that are actually intelligent and nice sometimes. Hey, if any of those things are possible, please, help me out. Make me feel a little better. But other than that, even with that said, if you watch the video, I love you. Stay safe, stay strong, stay healthy. Peace.